to get up there.
But if she lands this, I think she's going for that moonsault press. If she lands this, this could be it.
Abadon's kind of stuck right there. Let's see if Hart can do it.
Julia Hart.
Yes.
Moonsault press. 2, 3.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons Delight. Let's talk about it, man. Julia Hart against Abadon for the TBS Championship. So, this match was, I think it was actually built up pretty good. Some of the segments I saw from it on Collision with Skye Blue, because the Skye Blue stuff, I like the whole thing that's going on with Skye Blue and Julia Hart. And we're actually going to talk about Skye Blue in the next video, but I think it just kind of fits because of Abadon's aura, being this sort of like emo-ish character as well. And so Julia Hart, basically matches her with that. And it is just a very good psychology between those two. The only flaw that I saw with this whole thing was that I think with Abadon, I don't think she's been exposed to the whole entire AEW audience because she's just really been on Rampage and Collision. So I felt like the crowd wasn't really like sold on Abadon that much. Let's go into the match right now so I can talk about it at that point. Abadon performed an early cutter. The house rules call for no rope breaks and biting to be allowed. Fans shredded, "This is spooky. This is spooky," which is hilarious, by the way. That was very hilarious. But the crowd, the crowd was kind of like, I don't know. I talked about this earlier in a different video. I thought the crowd was good in some spots throughout the night. They were mostly into the Christian versus Adam Copeland match. But it's like, and they were even more into the Tony Storm and Rio match. They were more into that match than they was this one. But I just think that, I don't think the problem is Julia Hart, because Julia Hart has had some great reactions from her matches, especially with Wrestle Dream in Seattle against Chris Statlander, and then Full Gear against Chris Statlander and Skye Blue. It seemed like with this one, it was more about Abadon, like, did the fans know her well enough to care about her or believe her as a real opponent to take the belt away from Julia Hart? So I think those are some problems that they had in here, but I thought it was still overall a decent match, though. Another flaw was, I thought it was a little long than it needed to be. But let's continue to go into how this is coming down. So Hart battled back and suplexed Abadon at ringside. Hart smiled, which I love when she does that, the evil smile, and then rolled back inside the ring. Hart remained in offensive control until Abadon bit her arm twice. Abadon threw a couple of clotheslines. Abadon hit double knees in the corner and then executed a Codebreaker style move. A short time later, Hart cut off Abadon, who was on the ropes. Abadon bit Hart, who backed away and was checked on by the referee. Skye Blue actually ran out at this point. We're going to talk about her in the next video, and threw Abadon off the ropes. Abadon got right up and then went to ringside and pulled Blue from out underneath the ring, because that's where Skye Blue went to, and roughed her up. Abadon hit Blue with a knee to the face. Hart went to the floor and hit Abadon from behind. Hart slammed the back of Abadon's head against the side of the ring steps repeatedly, which was vicious. Hart rolled Abadon back inside the ring. Hart went up top and performed a moonsault. That moonsault is so goddamn pretty. But there was a flaw in this one. And she landed on her feet more than Abadon, and she covered Abadon for the 3 count and won the match. But Excalibur tried to cover it up by saying that she was saying she came down on her knees, which she really wasn't supposed to, guys. So it was just a botch, because she did it before. Well, not the knees, but she did it before. Botched the segment on Perfect Side. But this one was a little bit weirder, because she just kind of came on her knees. So she didn't get the perfect landing on this one. So she's got to work on that a little bit. But outside of that, man, Julia Hart's been really sensational. I've been really impressed. She was impressive again. It's going to be hard to take the TBS title off her. I'm going to be honest. I think it's going to be hard. I think she's got a really good storyline going on with Skye Blue, which we're going to talk about in the next video next. But that was it. That was it for Abadon, though, who didn't get this TBS title. that was all she wrote for her, as she lost the TBS title in about 12 minutes. Julia Hart beat her, and she celebrated with Skye Blue after the match, who actually kicked Abadon out of the ring. We got to talk about that, man, next, man. But yeah, hopefully Julia gets a better opponent. I would love to see her go against Chris Statlander again, but I think Chris Statlander should go. I should have mentioned this in my last video. Chris Statlander should be facing Tony Storm next at Revolution. I don't know why I forgot to mention it. I think it should be Chris Statlander versus Tony Storm. But I don't know what babyface they can do. I've loved what I've seen out of Red Velvet since she's been back. Maybe they could run her. I don't know who's next in line on the TBS title side, man, as far as baby faces go. But if the feud wise between her and Abadon was perfect. Like, I love the little collision segments. But as far as like just match wise, I want Hart to get someone who could definitely put on a 5-star match. Definitely, because when Julia Hart goes against somebody like that, we seen her like really good, man. So let's see what happens, bro. Go ahead and get this video a like, share, subscribe. We're going to talk about Skye Blue in the next video, so I'll see y'all over there. Thank y'all for watching this one. After News to Light.